In the last lesson, you had a workbook to download, how to book your first client. So go ahead, pull up that workbook, and let's go over that together and create your first pitch paragraph. And we'll go over all of the messages that you're going to be sending out to actually book clients. All right, so I've got my PDF pulled up here, as you can see, how to book your first client without an audience workbook. So go to the cover page, my little message. This is your pitch paragraph for ChatGPT. So what a pitch paragraph is something that you're going to use over and over again that you can copy and paste. That's going to sound not so generic, but it's going to be like an intro to like what you do, and it's going to have like a welcome offer. So you can go ahead and use this over and over again in different settings, like in Facebook groups, or if you're like DMing somebody, if you're sending it out to friends and family, small businesses, things like that. So this is going to be like your general paragraph about what you're offering and to book clients. So what this is a prompt. So you're going to want to copy this prompt and you're going to want to paste it into ChatGPT or another AI platform of your choosing. You can use Grok or Claude, whatever is your preference. I prefer ChatGPT still. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up and show you how to do that. So you should already know how to get to ChatGPT by now because we are far along in the course, but you just go to chatgpt.com and you type in this little chatbot here and you just paste in what we just copied. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that and then I'm going to read it and then change a couple of verbiage to make it so that it's like my own. I'm going to add in like my name. So I'm going to say friendly message for new web designer, comma, whose name is Melissa Lunt and who just launched their studio. They're booking 1 to 2 founding client spots at discounted rate. So in here, if you wanted to add in like what your discounted rate is, you could say I'm going to say 50% off for the founding client. I think that's like a really strong offer. I think that offering half off would be really hard for someone to turn down. So in exchange for feedback and a testimonial, the tone should be casual, upbeat, and feel like they're asking a favor, not selling. Mention they specialize in show website templates and would love to refer. So we could say, let's see, in show it website template customization. I'm going to say show it website in a week. So you're just going to want to like customize this however would make sense for your business. But that's what I'm going to say for this. I'm going to go ahead and send and see what it pops out with. All right. It says, hey friends, I'm Melissa Lunt. I just officially launched my web design studio. Cue the happy dance. I like that. That sounds like more like something you would actually write with like a little emoji. I specialize in show website in a week customization, blah, blah, blah. Right now I'm offering 1 to 2 founding client spots, 50% off in exchange. Testimonial, if you know anyone who could use a website refresh, I'd love an intro. Thanks so much. It means the world. Okay, so let's just say that you really like this, but you want it to sound like more casual and more like, I don't know, millennial sounding. So now I'm going to ask ChatGPT to make it sound more like that. So I'm going to say this is great. However, can you make it sound more casual and more millennial sounding from a female perspective? Let's see what happens. So you can see how you can just kind of like school ChatGPT and kind of like fine tune it to like where it actually sounds like you as opposed to like writing this all out. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit more down to earth. So it's going to say, hey, I just launched my web design studio, Eek, and I'm opening 1 to 2 founding client spots for my show website in a week service, aka a super quick and custom site glow up. I'm offering 50% off in exchange for feedback and a testimonial while I get things rolling. If you know anyone who needs a website refresh or has been meaning to finally get their site together, I'd seriously love the referral. Thanks for cheering me on. It means so much, Melissa. That to me sounds amazing. So you know what? I'm going to copy and paste this and I'm going to put it in the notes for this lesson. So you can just copy and paste this response. I really like it a lot. And just like change out your name at the bottom. That's all you'd have to do. So anyway, that's how to use ChatGPT for these prompts. And I'm going to go back to the workbook and we can go through the rest of them together. All right, so coming back to this workbook, let's go to the next page. All right, so this is going to be a couple more prompts. This is going to be specifically for like Instagram DMing and then email. So if you wanted to like get more specific into the different platforms, this is where you're going to want to do that. So this one says write a casual DM to someone the designer already follows or knows. So this is going to be like a little bit more personal. And then the email is going to be like for a quick favor. You just launched your business and basically saying the same thing, but just in different ways. So you can have a few different outputs. So let's go ahead and actually just test one of these so we can see. So let's go with the Instagram DM prompt and see what happens. So a little trick with ChatGPT is if you keep the same chat open, then it's going to remember everything that you talked about in the chat already, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to go ahead and paste in this prompt and then hit send. All right, cool. So I like the way that sounds. I think that's good. I think you can just copy and paste these prompts just as they are in the same, chat, and then use them for your client outreach. So yeah, this is exactly how, to use that workbook. You can copy and paste all these prompts and you can get your pitch paragraph ready. You can get like a Word doc together or Google Doc or wherever you want to keep all of these together, so you can just easily copy and paste them and just like change a couple things whenever you are doing your outreach, in social media and things like that. So let's move right along.